We are understanding seeker alone makes the entire life a celebration. But who is a seeker and how to become a seeker? So, the last two talks we understand the way of the Patanjali to become a seeker, and then the way of the Shankaracharya and other great masters to become a seeker by following the path of sadhana chatushtaya in the previous video talk. There are many ways to become a seeker. One more ways we will talk about it. What the great master Sri Aurobindo talks about it. He talks about austerity of the body. First, austerity of the body is or austerity of the beauty, austerity of the power, the austerity of the knowledge, and the austerity of love. Once we have a clarity of understanding, the mind will naturally move and pick up those small practices and will start doing it. It becomes a seeker. Seeker alone makes the entire life a celebration. So it means I have to transition to become a seeker. In the previous two talks, we understand how the Patanjali talks about the person who becomes a seeker, and how other great masters talks about the fourfold practices to become a seeker. After all, example, you become an engineer. You are a civil engineer. Will you ask anybody else? You know the tools are available to you, you have the knowledge, and you create a beautiful structure, a foundation. You know every bit details of the sadhana. You have not, the building is not built, the skyscraper is not built, but the knowledge inside tells you. You create in that imagination. You take care of every aspect of the life. That is what becoming a seeker is. What we do, close our eyes, meditate. I will be awakened forever. Once you return, your dream shatters. I'm still, though, mindfulness helps me, but it is not helping. Why I'm not a seeker? That is why our master Aurobindo says austerity of the beauty, austerity of power, austerity of knowledge, and austerity of love. I like to put these four austerities to make the person a seeker, so that seeker always succeeds in making the entire life a celebration. Penance, austerity, many other words, renunciation, forcing the mind to go for what I desire, liberation. Don't you see this? Don't you feel the smell of a force, reaction, pressure, repression, suppression in the austerity? That is a popular notion. A real notion, for example, you infuse consciousness in the body, in every cell of the body, to do the austerity of the beauty. Little deeper, but not very difficult to understand. So when we say austerity of the beauty, means those thoughts, desires, actions pertaining to the body should be disciplined and educated and brought at the conscious level. Sound sleep is refreshing. So it is kind of a tossing. In a week, we sleep sound soundly 3 days, and 4 days the sleep is disturbed, and we take it for granted. Our great master Arvindo says, no, ask, find out the cause, regulate, discipline and educate the mind to give an opportunity for the body to go into deep sleep without any resistance and reaction. What you should do? You should not perform, or you should not desire to perform any activity once you have decided to fall into sleep. First. Second, I'm not getting sleep. Do the practice of relaxation. I did it. Do it again and again. Repeat it. So that the body acquires a habit. The moment you lie down, the moment your mind thinks, I have to go to sleep, you fall into deep and sound sleep. One example. Same thing with the food, same thing with certain other uh, repeated activities that we perform in our daily life. It is not going to help you to become a seeker who can make the entire life a celebration. It is also going to help you in personal life, in professional life, in social life. Think of this. These masters are not saying that you change everything outside, go to the Himalayas, close your eyes, do the penance, and the next day you start dreaming of the same thing that you were doing in your life. No. The austerity of power, preservation, enhancing the energy at a higher level, increasing the resources that will help us to live in the higher and the higher level of energy. One example, see that. You live at a higher level of energy, what it means? It also means a deeper state of relaxation and calmness. You drain your energy, you experience fatigue instead of restfulness. Prana. So we regulate and discipline the prana in the austerity of power, austerity of knowledge, right knowledge, wrong knowledge, Shreyas in the prayers. What is Shreyas? Once I listen to the master and I understand clearly what is right and good, I ask my mind to check, to be vigilant, to be aware if my thought, speech, and action follows this path. It's a long, many steps that we will take up sometime later. And then the austerity of love. We all want love. We want to be loved. We want to love. But if I like a person, I love, and I dislike a person, my love disappears. Why? Is that love meant for one person, one item, one object in the world, one event? Is love so cheap that disappears, that comes up again? That happens in our relationship. Love is not that cheap. Jesus says, love is God, God is love. Love is our essential nature, like the sweetness of a sugar. The sweetness never goes away. You put it into the candy, dessert, ice cream, etc. etc. So the Master Arvindo says, find out, have a glimpse of that love. So now you have emotional culture, you have a physical discipline, you have an energy discipline, and you have a mental discipline. There is a clarity of the goal, and you are a seeker. The seeker alone makes the entire life a celebration.